What's up, guys? I just want to come on here real quick and introduce you guys to the team. Finally got everybody put in here. Thank you to everybody that commented and claimed a player. Got a few guys in here that are actually on our Florida State team as well. I'm pretty excited about this dynasty that we got going with Jay Clay here in his Alpha League. This Troy team, is actually pretty good. There's a couple players that would start for me on that FSU team, surprisingly enough. Um, and we're jumping into the Big Ten, which should be a lot of fun. There's a lot of users in this league, in this conference. And I actually opened the season up with a user game week one against Family First Gaming. But let's check this out. So at quarterback, we have senior DJ Horn. And I'll go ahead and say before we deep dive, this team is filled with seniors. They're very old. So we have a lot of guys that are going to be graduating after 1 year, but that could be good because that could mean we have some veteran leadership to get us through the conference. So DJ Horn's our senior quarterback. His stats, everything looks good. He looks like he was an All American. Looks like last season, or that may be a preseason All American ranking. Then our backup quarterback is also a senior, Jacob Slade. Um, and he's a little quicker, so he's probably going to be the one that's going to be getting most of the carries if we do any type of QB runs. Um, at running back, I think I had quite a few of you um, claim a running back. But our starting running back is Matt Wilson, and Matt Wilson is much quicker than Elijah Craps on our FSU dynasty. So I'm really excited to see how he can do or what he can do with this. These sliders are nothing like Earn It. These are just Heisman sliders, so it's not going to be anything like we see in Earn It. He's going to be coming off of the handoff a whole lot quicker than you guys have seen Elijah Craps take a handoff. Next running back we have is Brent Matron. Brent Matron, if you remember, if you've seen that name before, that name is one of our outside linebackers for FSU. But he's jumped over here as a senior on this team, running back from Coral Gables, Florida. Next running back on the list is Chris Smith. He's a freshman. He's going to see a lot more reps in the future moving forward. He may get some reps this season, but he's going to see a lot more for the future. So he's going to help build this foundation. And then we have Rick Zonbrecker. And I'm excited about. We have one particular person sending in some names here, and some players, and from the deep south, very some Cajun names. I think is how he or Louisiana names is how he described it. Um, I like. I'm excited about some of these players here. All right, looking over at the fullback, we actually have a true fullback, something we don't have at FSU. Our true fullback is Alex McCoy. He's a junior who I hope we get back next season. I'm gonna show you him real quick. He's kind of like a Mike Allstott build. That's what I envisioned when I was working on him. Um, he's gonna be a bruiser. Um, let's look at his stats. He's got 78 speed, 93 acceleration. Um, he is 5'11", 255. He's going to be tough. He's definitely going to be clearing the way for us. At receiver, we have junior Luke Duke, junior Dusty Hayes, junior CJ Luden. I think it's Luden. I hope. And real quick, Dusty Hayes, y'all might remember, he is one of our receivers at FSU. He's one of our starting receivers here at FSU. I think he's just a freshman. Um, then we have junior Austin Chambers, 6', 192. He's going to be a good possession receiver. Michael Hansen, sophomore, also 6'2", 186. Um, and then I think that was all the ones that got claimed. At tight ends, we have Greg Cruza and we have George Toole. And look how big George is. 6'8", 261. He is massive. And I actually run a lot of two tight sets, so having these two guys, both of them as sophomores, both of them pretty big, reliable targets, is really going to help in the passing game. Offensive lineman, guys, we have a full offensive lineman um, lineup that was claimed. And shout out to Jarrett uh, Prejean. Prejean, I hope that's pronounced. For sending in a whole bunch of claims here on this. But left tackle, senior left tackle, he's definitely going to get drafted. Look at these ratings here, and we're going to have a good year on the ground. I can go ahead and tell you, we're going to run the rock. But Nick Delahousse is how you say that last name, and Nick Delahousse is probably I could see him being a first or second round pick. Left guard, we have freshman. He'll be starting freshman Jarrett Prejean. Center, we have number 70. I like this one. I actually played center and was number 70 in high school, so definitely like this one. 6'4", 268. AJ Hall coming in for us at center. That's another one that's going to go to the league. He's going to get drafted for sure. We had a transfer this season. Mark Spell, right guard. And Mark, man, I appreciate you for claiming one. Unfortunately, I did not know this until after the fact, but you will not see the field until next season. I did not realize that the transfers were not able to play year one. I thought that as long as they were from another conference, that they were good to go. Tried to start you and cannot use you for a year. You have to sit out an entire year. Now, on the plus side to that, though, you're going to come back as a junior, probably in the 90s, because your rating is already very high as a senior or as a sophomore as it is. But that's tough because we really could use you this season. But anyway, our starting right guard is going to be Odell Jude. He's a junior, and hopefully he comes back next season. We can move him around somewhere else and can let Mark take the reins at this spot. And then our right tackle, rounding out the offensive line, is Bryce Nickel. 6'7", 324. He's a big dude. I'm very happy with our offensive line. I'm very excited about our offensive line. Look at the DNs. We have number 58. Interesting number for a defensive end. I'm assuming it's a number you wore in high school or college. But number 58, Tyler Hill, is our starting defensive end. We actually have, guys, look at this. Look at these defensive. We have 3 defensive ends. Now, unfortunately, one of them's a senior. Ryan Adams is a senior, so that's unfortunate because all 3 of these could get used, but I feel like we're deep at the end. Right in, we have Tank Briggs. Tank Briggs is 81 overall. He's a junior. I told you guys this team's old, but I'm hoping a lot of these juniors will come back. Although if they have a phenomenal season, which we could, and they are projected to go in the rounds 1 through 5, we have to let them go. We cannot talk them into staying. Defensive tackles inside, we have 6'5", 283-pound J.P. Fuller. And then we have number 99, senior Joseph Williams. At left outside linebacker, we have number 57, Dennis Good. Dennis Good is 6'7", 241. Let's look at this guy. I've never seen an outside linebacker this big on this game before. 6'7", 241 is just unbelievable. I'm excited about him. Hey, look at his acceleration, 94 acceleration. That's awesome. Middle linebacker, we have Jesse Persick. Jesse claimed a player on our FSU dynasty. Appreciate you, Jesse, for claiming another one. He's a junior. Hopefully we get him back next season as well. And rounding out the outside linebackers, Rocky, I think you claimed a middle linebacker, brother, but I already had a middle linebacker claimed, and all 3 of these linebackers are going to see the field, so I wanted to put you on the field. So I threw you in here outside linebacker. Hope that was okay. But number 56, Rocky Holt, is playing starting that right outside linebacker for us. Look at his acceleration, 99 acceleration. This dude's going to be quick at changing direction. Our corners, guys, these corners, we are loaded at DB. But the only downside is that every one of them that I'm about to show you right here are seniors. So we're going to have to recruit some corners hardcore. But our first corner, 90 overall, 6'1", 221. This is a massive corner, a quick corner, who I'm expecting to have a phenomenal season. And I want to see some picks. But not Ryan, not Roger, Ryan Roget. And this is one of those Cajun names that was sent in, and I love it. But Ryan Roget, excuse me, he's gonna be man, he's gonna be so good. Austin, um, now I'm trying to remember how to say this. Um, I think it was Robicho. And the AUX, I know that's O, like Go Tigers. That's the EAUX. Anyways, Robicho, 6 foot, 185. Both of these corners are 6 foot plus, and I really like that. 91 speed, 87 acceleration. And guys, both of these corners are better than any corner that we have on FSU, which is unbelievable to me because we're in Troy. We are in Troy right now. Then we have number 29, senior, also 6 foot, Marcus Birchfield. Not with another. Hey, look at his speed. He's quick. So we have another one, and I use a lot of nickel, a lot of dime, a lot of 4.25. So all of these corners are going to be on the field. I think actually the way I've done my adjustments, these corners are on the field like pretty much the entire game because they're just that good. Joseph Sanders rounding out our fourth corner. He's 78 overall, which is still pretty good, especially for Troy. But he's another he's a quicker one. Then at safety, we have free safety Archer Huff. He's a junior. And then we have strong safeties Paul Crockford, 6'2". That's a big strong safety. I love seeing that too. And PJ Brown, who's also a junior. And then our kickers, nobody claimed a kicker, but I'm gonna show you guys. Our kicker is Clint Flores, excuse me, and he's a good kicker. We'll have him. We should have him for next season too. But he's gonna be doing all the kicking because, as you can see, we have a freshman punter who is just not ready yet. He's not developed yet. So our kicker is gonna get all the kicking reps. He's gonna be kicking the ball for field goals, kicking off, punting. Everything is going to be through him. But that's it, guys. That is the team. I just want to get out here and introduce them to you. Be sure to check back on Facebook Gaming and Twitch and watch Coach King Gaming. And be checking in on the season. Check out your player. And if you don't have a player, then be watching for my post. And I'm going to be offering up more players to be claimed every recruiting season. Every time I get a new recruiting class in, I'm going to offer up more players to get claimed. So the numbers will be fewer, but you can still claim a spot. But anyways, guys, appreciate it, and hope you enjoy the content, and I hope you enjoy this season.